What's good? The new One Piece chapter is out. One Piece chapter 1111, and a lot of things happen in this chapter, so let's get into it. The first thing that really happened in this chapter is the conclusion to the Zoro versus Lucci fight. Obviously, Zoro mid-diff Lucci. I think mid-diff, slightly a bit higher, but he mid-diffed him. I must say, I give props to Lucci though for handling the fight better than we expected. I thought like Zoro was just gonna breeze through him, but that wasn't the case. He handled it better than expected, and he had his nothing happen moment. So that was still pretty cool. Also, something more to note, Mars was able to get through the dome barrier, which is kind of crazy because nobody in the show had been able to get to it. That's why the CP9 agents or CP0 agents were stuck on the ground to begin with, because the dome barriers were so strong. They zapped away everything. Even if we look at Luffy Gear 5, like it's zapped away him and like shocked him. But yeah, also, you know, Mars being so strong that he intimidated Jinbei, and Jinbei has been in the presence of Big Mom, so that was just really crazy to see. I know, just moving on, the Gorosei being the Gorosei, you know, not caring about like humans and just saying they're insects. That was just menacing to see. Obviously, the next bit of chapter is Luffy, Dory, and Bruggy versus the Gorosei, and yeah, that fight is interesting because I'm actually curious, are they gonna actually fight them or just try to escape at this point? Because we saw what Gear 5 can do and the bounce they can do, but it doesn't seem like Luffy wants to fight them. So I'm just curious to see that, are we actually gonna fight them, or is it gonna be more of an escaping type of situation? But let me know what your thoughts are. I'm not just so sure about that, to be honest. Also, Gear 5 too, that's just kind of cracked. Like, what are actually the limits of Gear 5? Like, what can it do? I always knew it was reality bending ever since Luffy turned his hair into goggles. That's just like, I was like, wait, whoa, what the hell? And I was like, okay, this shit different. It's different. And yeah, I'm not surprised. But you know, it seems like we're gonna get an extended fight. It's gonna be a 3v3 because Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn versus Dory, Bruggy, and Luffy. So be excited for that. Obviously, I hope they fight and we just don't gloss over that. Another side note too is that it looks like the Straw Hats might actually handle some of the Vice Admirals, because when they got near Dory and Bruggy's ship, a bunch of the Vice Admirals were there. So it's interesting to see if we get, you know, the Straw Hats in a bit of action. They haven't really been in a lot of action in Egghead, and I hope that changes. I want to see them in a lot of action, so I'm hoping for that. I want to see them in action too. Let's see Zoro do let's see Sanji do something, let's see Nami do something, let's see Robin do something, let's see Brook do something, you know. That'll just be nice to see. The whole Kizaru thing, is he out and out? A lot of people have been saying that he doesn't just want to fight. I think it's a bit of both. I think he's obviously injured, but at the same time, he also doesn't want to fight. But I'm not gonna try and downplay that he isn't hurt. He definitely is or hurts from Luffy. But maybe he doesn't just want to fight, but don't use this to downplay Luffy. I think Luffy did take out Kizaru for a bit. And lastly, the giant robots coming too. Well, I think what the robot is just going to do is just going to keep some of the girls here distracted. I think it's Nuzjuro that the robot might keep busy, because Mars is on top, Mercury, Saturn, and the other one, I forgot the name, but that's with Dory, Bruggy, and Luffy. So he's going to keep Nuzjuro busy. That's the samurai guy. And it was just interesting to see. I think we might get some lore dump there. He's going to coincide with Vegapunk's message. And hey bro, what did Joy Boy do? Everybody always just, you know, Joyboy always apologizing to everybody about this. So that's just interesting. It's just a lot to unpack. It was a very filled chapter. It had a lot of things going on, but at the same time, it kind of just breezed through. And I think it's a very good chapter. I think it's like an 8.7, even up to a 9 out of 10, and it's a great chapter. But hey, let me just know what your thoughts on the chapter are, and that's everything. I'm out. Peace.